What be wrong with people? Hold on. Hello? Girl,
Hello?
you see what's going on?
No. What?
Hold on, let me add to Ray. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Did you see what's going on?
Is this like a grab the mics moment?
We definitely have to talk about this one.
Girl, y'all got me up now.
Grab the mics?
All right.
Is this thing on? Yeah? Okay, good. Welcome to Controversy and Chaos, bitches.
All right.
Hello, kitten.
Can I just say that this Synthetica is giving Topanga? Like, I feel like in the 90s, this would have probably been my style. Like the thick,
Yeah. It's giving
like
thick,
natural.
Yeah.
It's giving.
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
This one, the girls just blew their hair up.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. The Dominican. A roller set. Yeah.
I love it. Well, I don't even have time for the fucking pleasantries. Let's get to the shits, because I just feel like every single time it comes time to do like 15, I think.
Yeah, this is 15.
15. Look at us.
15, yeah.
But
15.
I feel like every single time it comes time to do hot topics, we have our pre-pro meeting. We're like, oh, well, it's not much going on. And then Friday comes around. And niggas love to show their ass on Fridays.
We be like, oh, we don't have
I think I know why, though.
Mercury doing her big one this go around. I don't know what's happening in the universe. The eclipse, Mercury retrograde. When the astrologers be like, oh yeah, it's in Aries. I feel all the Aries spirit rumbling around.
Thanks, Ciara.
You're welcome.
Like, truly, it's rumbling around. But for our favorite Aries, somebody is 30.
Gotta hit the big head bounce on their ass. Yeah. Word to Freaknik and being. I like calling it Freaknik. I know it's Nick, but Nick just sounds cooler.
Oh, wasn't it Nick before?
No, it was like Picnic.
It's Nick. Yeah, yeah. But
and now we know that Picnic is racist too. Like, we can't have shit.
My church stopped calling it Picnic a long time ago because of that. You're like,
I didn't know that until a couple years ago. Maybe like 6 years ago.
Yeah,
6 years ago.
Ooh.
On your age, 6 years ago.
So yeah,
whatever.
So Ciara turned 30. There was a whole 30th birthday party extravaganza.
It was.
A time was had.
And you guys would be so proud of me. I took every shot that was bought for me.
We sure did.
Tequila, straight tequila with the lime. I'm a big girl. Yeah, ask about her. And I had 3 tequilas and Red Bulls, light ice. And yeah, I just felt like I was on a 50th floor eating hibachi. I was drunk. I was good the next day only because I did not put all that sugar in my system with the tequila sunrises. I just did the Red Bull and tequila and then the shots of tequila, and I was good. It's when I mix the sugars that my stomach get to. Yeah,
she's learning. At 30, she learned.
It's one of those things where it's like you know, but you don't want to accept it. But now I'm just like, let me just accept it.
Yes, accept it. Come to the good side, and it's no hangovers over here.
Facts.
No juicy juice in your stomach. Juicy.
No hangovers over here. You might be dehydrated, but ain't nothing bad that Liquid IV can't fix.
We got Liquid IV back. Powerade.
Definitely.
Chug you some Liquid IV. Take a Tylenol before you hit the sheets. You're gonna be great in the morning.
And Pepto-Bismol.
At Teray wedding, I had Liquid IV in my liquor. I was sprinkling it in there. Not a good idea. Would not recommend. I still ended up sick because I didn't do it enough. But for the rest of the trip, I was sprinkling it like it was something else, some illegal substance.
Some Tootsie?
Yeah.
No.
I be outside in the street, dehydrated and drinking alcohol. See how I breezed over that? Like, you know what? It was something that ain't Pepsi.
Period. Well, outside of Ciara's birthday, on the same day of said party, nope, the day before, because your party was on Saturday. Our favorite Virgo lady done gave us another classic.
Oh, my God.
Just when the chokehold of Renaissance was finally gone, she said, hold up, bitch. Now we got Cowboy Carter. And when I tell you that album is going diamond, in my house,
triple platinum, baby.
Triple platinum.
It's so good. It's so
and I'm glad she didn't give us first. I'm glad that she didn't go along how she was supposed to and give us this first, because now I feel like we're really able to enjoy this. We got our party album, and she said, "Oh, you bitches thought that's all I could do?" Boom, Cowboy Carter. Thank you, Beyonce. We love
She
you.
said, not only am I gonna make you dance, I'm gonna make you cry, and I'm gonna teach you some history while I'm at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You gonna
Even
shake
though I
ass,
still
like it's
Mercury
gonna be
with that.
great.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good,
It's a
and
great-
and then this one has more of a loop than Renaissance did. Like the
It's
loop, I'm
tracking
like,
it.
hold on, we started over again. By the
Yeah,
time
the
I hit
way
Jolene for the third time, I'm like, whoa, wait a
literally
minute.
everything is just so seamless and fluid. It's like sometimes, and also because some songs is like 2 or 3 songs in one. So sometimes I don't know when I'm listening to the same song or the next song. So I have to click and be like, oh, okay. But I love how it all just kind of, yeah, like I love how it all just intertwines and goes into each other. It literally is crack in it. And honestly, I hate to tell y'all this, but I fell in love with Cowboy Carter off the first, not even full listen, just the first listen. Whereas for me, y'all know that Renaissance had to grow on me. I had like a couple songs on there that I absolutely loved, but I was not like, oh my God, this is the best Beyonce album thus far. It grew on me. The summer came. It was a vibe, all those things. But Cowboy Carter, immediately we was locked in for life.
I'm in love with the second half of the album. Let me see which song starts the second half. I feel
14.
like it's wait, hold on, let me see. I start listening at Bodyguard, and then I skip to Spaghetti, and I go down. So Spaghetti through Amen, that's my part of the album that I'm like, yeah, because y'all know how I feel about Spaghetti. She really ate that. I love when Beyonce start rapping because I'm like,
yes, I like the whole thing. Like American Requiem,
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay. Move along. I love the songs dedicated to her kids. Those are good songs. Bodyguard, I have to listen to it every single day, every day. I mean, I listen to the whole album, but that one, I'm like, no, play right now. That I really do like Jolene.
I love what she did with Jolene.
I love Jolene. I love Daughter.
I enjoy Dolly Parton in Jolene.
Hey, Miss Honeybee.
I love when she talks.
No, yeah. I think for me, I saw a post that was like, would you take 1 through 13 or 14 through whatever? And I'm like, I can't pick. I'm not going to decide because yes, the second half is like really good, but hear me out. The second half is more so Beyonce meets country. So she's mixing in all these different genres and making this country album where I feel like the first half is more traditional country. And I like what her voice is doing on a lot of those records. So I wouldn't be able to pick either one. But for sure, the 2 songs that have me in a chokehold is Bodyguard and 2 Hands to Heaven. When I tell you, it's like I cannot let it go. I'm listening to 2 Hands to Heaven probably like 50 times at one time, and then I'll go to another song.
Second half.
Yes,
it's the second half. Like the first half is like it's great, but when it just switched,
no, that second half, I'll be like, hold on, I'm gonna give my husband another baby. I'm for sure giving that nigga another baby. Impregnate me now. Thanks, Beyonce.
You're sick.
It's like this. It's like this album's plastic on the sofa.
Yes. Because when she said, I'm going to give you the best years of your life, I said, and I am.
And did.
And I am.
Did.
Doing.
It is currently. But I feel like also it gave me, y'all know with Renaissance, one of my main complaints was that like, I wanted another like Lemonade with the R&B and like soulfulness of it without the anger towards her husband. You know, I wanted the more lovey side. That's the Beyonce that I like first like fell in love with. And I feel like that song gives me all of the Beyoncés in one.
I feel like Don't Hurt Yourself and Jolene are like I feel like that's her Don't Hurt Yourself.
Exactly, but I'm saying it was it's in a country way. But 2 Hands to Heaven, I feel like give me all of those Beyonces. It gives me like throwback Speechless Beyonce.
Yes,
exactly.
Beyonce.
It's like a mix up of all of those old school Beyoncés that we like love in like a more modern way. So yeah. No
I'm
complaints
glad that
here.
Yeah,
she
so
started her
even like
act with Renaissance for sure, because it, especially when she broke it down, like this is her Renaissance. Like she's giving us
Mm-hmm.
all sides of Beyonce. Like y'all hoes thought y'all knew me, but this is the
Mm-hmm.
new me, and y'all can't take me because I'm alive. Okay, and I'm
And then
shitting.
even the history that we're learning, like via TikTok, is like after the Renaissance merged, like this form of music that
Mm-hmm.
wasn't supposed to be happening, and Beyonce doing country is like a form of
Mm-hmm.
music that we're not supposed to get. So it's like very well thought out. And I do feel bad for y'all who got the CDs and the vinyls because some of the songs aren't on there. So I've heard, but that's okay. That's what we got streaming. It don't matter. It don't matter. I don't know. I just love it. I have no complaints. I did see this one breakdown. I'll send you guys later just for shits and giggles, but he gave like a complete breakdown of his thoughts. And he feels like the dude, I can't remember his name right now, he wishes this would have came out first because a lot of the songs intertwine. Like if you line them up with Act 1 and Act 2, they kind of go together. I'm like, but you can still do that. So I feel like
Yeah.
sometimes the Beehive, let our girl cook and let her, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all be too particular. Like calm the hell down. Like relax.
like she already told you, you don't know what you like until I tell you what you like. So be
John
quiet
does.
and let me tell you what you like.
John
Exactly.
exactly.
I love the sequence that it came out in. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
Me
glad she
too.
decided, like, because before the album came out, after Black is King, which was phenomenal, yeah,
Phenomenal.
it's incredible. Michelle
Still getting played in my house.
still getting played, still going triple platinum. It's great,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like people gave so much criticism, like, oh, we don't want to hear this black shit. We don't want to hear this from Beyonce. But then you wanted her to give you Cowboy Carter first. Make your mind up. Make your mind up. Is it Uchi Wally or One Mic? What you want to do?
Right.
His daughters.
Like, what you want to do? She kind of read the room, was like, okay, we need something light, which is
Mm-hmm.
what we needed. I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't
Okay, we just
imagine
came out
last
of a
summer.
pandemic. Let's do it.
Yeah, like I couldn't imagine like last summer. I feel like that was the real first like outside summer.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
2020.
having Cowboy Carter. No. We needed Renaissance. We needed everybody running around like the Tin Man with cowboy boots on.
The introduction to the horse, Renee, and then like, was that her name before? Because her name is Renee. Chardonnay.
No,
Chardonnay.
the new horse is Chardonnay.
Who was the old one?
Renee.
But the introduction to her and then her going country, because she had us in cowboy boots last year. She had us in the hats last year, booty shorts, looking like truckers with a twist of Dallas. So she started this early. I went in Forever 21 the other day, babe. It looked
Now,
like Ford took over Forever 21.
let me tell you something. My little theory is, so a couple months ago, you know, like Pharrell's the creative director for men's at Louis Vuitton. So the whole fall show is Western theme. I'm like, damn, did he and Beyonce talk about this beforehand? Because now it's just like everything is about to be country Western now. I can't wait for the cow print this fall. When I tell you, I'm about to go.
It's gonna be crazy. And
I
also,
don't mind it.
like I just can't wait.
Like if you went to the concert, you seen like there was one part. I was paying attention to all of the graphics, and it was one part of like when she did her intermission, which really wasn't a long intermission, but it said though they that control the media control the language or something like that, something along them lines. And I was so fixated on this because I'm like, Beyonce, what are you about to do? What are you about to do? And now she got us all walking around here like Texas Rangers. And I'm with it.
And I love it.
Because
y'all know, in the denim, y'all know, I love a denim. Not really a jean, but a jean skirt, a jean dress, a jean jumpsuit. Listen.
Yes, a jumpsuit with a nice push-up bra.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I think my
denim
only like one
nice
critique.
Cow print.
Yeah, I think my only one critique, which I think I told y'all, is sometimes she has too much foresight. Sometimes it's too much, because like when she had the Ivy Park collection that was the whole rodeo theme, this would have been the perfect opportunity for that to come out right now, not 2 years ago. It's like she knew what she was doing, but it's like the average person, the average consumer, we don't know. So now it's like, dang, I want that purple skirt. I wanted it then, but it sold out. I surely was gonna buy it, but it's like now I need that purple cow print skirt.
I wonder if it would have sold if she had Meg doing like promotion for it, because she always been on her country girl shit.
Yeah, but I was
Yeah,
also gonna say that if Cowboy Carter would have came out first, it probably would have sold better because it was kind of around the same time period, wasn't it?
yeah. Oh
So
no,
yeah, I mean, at that point, she
I
couldn't
don't.
really change it. It wasn't.
The
I
Ivy
don't.
Park collection came
I
out
Yeah,
in
don't
Renaissance. I
think
don't think
so.
so. That was a
it didn't
different
I
come
think it
around
was.
collection.
the time of
No, I don't
Renaissance.
think it. No, I'm gonna
That was
check.
like the orange. Wasn't that orange
But
when she had a bunch of orange and like reds?
that was the first drop. That was the very
Yeah,
first one.
because in my head, I'm thinking if she was doing that, maybe she did it with the thought process that at the time Cowboy Carter was coming first, but that's not what had happened. So it kind of was just like, well, she can't change all the production on the clothes now. That's something you can't
Mm-mm.
really.
That was 2020.
Okay.
So she was a year early.
Yeah.
Okay.
Renaissance came out the next year. So it's just like, I guess, like, if it was initially supposed to come out, Cowboy Carter supposed to come out first, it makes sense. But still, it's not like the collection stayed on the site. It's not like a staple thing. Like, you could go back, you
True.
could go on Adidas right now and buy it. It's a when it's here, and now it's not. I
I'm
feel
a
like even if
snapshot.
all the things like sold out or not, it was just like, okay, this is you buy it or you don't. We're moving on to the next thing. So I feel
Whatever
like
happened to the
that
collection
could have
in
been
North
the only thing that could have been like changed around. Because now I think Adidas and Ivy Park no longer have a deal together.
No, yeah, they
So
don't.
it's kind of just like, oh, we missed that.
I will say
Right, what
also
happened to the Nordstrom collection?
Huh?
What happened to the Nordstrom collection? I feel like we talked about
No,
this.
I think that they were just putting it in certain Nordstrom, just like certain Adidas stores would get the clothes, but every Adidas location didn't get it. Every Nordstrom didn't get it. When she was like Ivy Park was like a staple in Nordstrom, that's when she was with Topshop.
Topshop, right?
But the owner of Topshop, I think he was like a freaky frog, and she had to jump ship, and that's how she got with Adidas.
I was gonna say real quick,
Mm-hmm.
the thing about Beyonce that low key irritates me though, if I'm being honest, which I kind of blame the Beehive, is that she be feeling like she don't gotta tell us shit. It's like you just drop it and we have to pounce and react. And it's like, girl, if you would have just explained here and there so we can get our life in line and one accord with you and get our coins aligned, you know, things would be great. But like you just be dropping stuff and being like, all right, y'all figure out how you're gonna scurry up the coins to support. Like, no, talk to us, be like, hey y'all. Well, maybe not hey y'all, but essentially put out a statement or something saying, hey y'all, this is what I plan to do. So get yourself in line. But no, you just be dropping stuff and be like, yeah, peasants, eat it up. And it's like, what the fuck?
And she know we're gonna do
We're gonna scramble every time.
That's what I'm saying. I blame the Beehive.
Like even the 3-day turnaround for concert tickets is really blowing my mind. Like, are y'all kidding me? Don't announce your tour and be like, tickets go on pre-sale on Friday. Girl, fuck you. Rent is due.
Yeah, I really hate that. I hate that. And it's just like, I mean, she started it.
Yes. But everybody can't do that. And I want them to understand not everybody could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those things that is unfortunate, but I'm gonna find the coins. And I'm gonna go.
The coin's always gonna be
luckily,
found.
I'm gonna dig them up somewhere. But luckily, there was speculation that a tour announcement was supposed to happen on Friday, and I was like, please, Jesus, no, Beyonce, no. I don't think that she would do that. Be like 2 summers, 2 tours back to back to back.
Like, when did you start practicing for this tour?
She know the Afterpays is still being paid till this day. Stop. Cut it out. Take this summer off. Call us next summer.
She gonna be in practice all summer, yeah. Like, be in practice.
Call us next year. Call us next year, and then we gonna be ready. So I feel like at 2 and 3 should come. We don't need 2 years in between. Give us Act 3 and do a collective tour.
Absolutely.
And then boom, we good.
Yeah.
And while you at it, Beyonce, when she hear this, because I'm gonna just put that out there, can we get some more songs from Dangerously in Love on the next tour next year? I appreciate that. Thank you. Because I don't like that she don't perform Speechless, and I want to hear that.
That's
I was trying to think of
Beyonce
what
song.
I needed to hear from Dangerous. Yeah.
I want to hear signs. Like,
signs.
I want to hear
Yes.
things. Give me some signs. Okay? Like, even if she want to do a mashup, give me something. I need it. Please and thank you. That's all I can ask. But moving on.
Yeah.
More instances of Mercury showing her ass. Glorilla and JT getting into it was not on my fucking bingo card for 2024.
I don't know why I wasn't, because I was waiting for this shit to happen.
Well, mainly, Okay, we could give a little backstory. So
Mhm.
Glorilla's new EP, Everything, dropped
It's
Friday.
everything.
Everything.
I can't say it like that. Like even like trying
Eh.
to fix my mouth to say curbing. Actually, I can't get
Curbing,
it
no
right. It's
curbing.
just like
Proven or
that
proven.
shit hurts. So, like the DC person I am, everything. That's what we gonna go with. I don't know what they got going on over there in Memphis, but I can't do that. But yeah, so her new EP came out. Also, the
Mhm.
song with Megan, the video and things dropped for that. In one of the songs, she basically is saying that she wants like female rap unity, like Cardi and Nicki could squash their beef if they did a song together, like that would be huge. Her and JT, they don't have beef. They just not the best of friends. And I completely forgot that there was a situation between them because when Yeah Glow came out, when she said slapping rap bitches, I thought she was talking about when she slapped Kayla.
Kayla Ray, yeah, me too. Shit.
JT never crossed my mind.
She just going around slapping people
Listen,
Did y'all? Well, I would say, did y'all watch the video when the tea was broken down?
from Armand.
from Armand with you,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yes,
remember
that
like
yeah.
when he discussed it, like I had remembered it, like that whole situation took place months ago. But that also was like, I think, wasn't that the same award show where JT threw a phone at Uzi? She was like
Yes.
on,
Yeah.
she was on one.
The
So it,
VMAs.
yeah, so it became more about her throwing the phone at Uzi and that whole Ice Spice triangle situation,
Yeah.
more than about Gloria Hallelujah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like if nobody said anything,
We wouldn't know.
that shit was, I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because the bigger story was her throwing the shit at Uzi because it was live video. We
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
we seen you acting a fool.
Child.
Mm-hmm.
So their little Twitter exchange, I just know who y'all think won.
I
Glow.
wasn't online. I haven't been online, so I only got the footnotes of what y'all saying. I feel like from what y'all saying, I agree with Sierra. Like I just feel like JT she was like grasping for straws because Lotto just told Ice Spice to put it in the song. If I'm coming out with an album, I'm clearing the air in the song. I'm not giving you airtime on the timeline so that you could attach your backyard barbecue tours as
Right.
It was
but
funny
Glorilla
though.
didn't do nothing wrong. She ain't say nothing wrong. She was very like, girl, no, this ain't that. We don't got beef, but if you want some, we can have some.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rollout. And then Sour came out and was doing too much.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was one of those things. If you gotta keep trying to, she didn't slap me. She didn't slap me. She didn't slap me.
So what did
Well,
she do?
some
That's why
happened.
Glorilla like, okay, I hit you with my purse.
She
Yeah,
said,
Which is
I
like-
hit you. Okay, fine. I hit you with my purse.
Which is even getting slapped with a purse, like somebody grandma slapped you with their purse.
her name is literally Gloria Hallelujah. Do we
Right.
expect
I would have
anything else?
rather you just slap her with your hand, but to haul ass and slap her with a purse, that shit
And make it
The
better,
thing
is
huh?
worse. That shit
Period.
is worse, and it is hilarious. Like when people have beef and it's an exchange of words, I typically don't care. But I feel like the person who wins is the person with the funnier punchline.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Like
the things that I
JT
know I'm gonna
only
quote
come
later
up-
on.
Yeah, JT can
barbecue?
only come up and call people ugly. It's like,
Mhm.
okay, but
And
Jatavia,
Glow
we
is
know
far from ugly.
Glow's not
She ain't
ugly. Like, as just with everyone in any kind of industry, JT was never ugly, but money helped.
Yeah, your acne cleared up. Your boobs
Also,
sit up.
don't
Like-
respect any. I don't respect any bitch that will sit here and talk about someone's body and you look like a little boy. It's like, okay, but that whole body you got is paid for. So I don't want to
Mhm.
hear you talking about my body. Like Glow is
Yeah.
petite. She got her little 6-pack. She got a little booty on it. She real thick. Leave her. Like, I don't understand. Like,
Hella
why is
thick,
that a
okay?
hella
Yeah.
thick?
Yeah.
Like, why is that? That's not a little boy, really. Like, no, she looks good. I think she got her little titties done, but they
Yeah,
look really
yeah.
good. Like, she
Everything.
doesn't look like a little boy. I'm sorry. Like, she
Yeah, she
just
don't.
has like an athletic build. But I'm like,
Yeah,
as a
she
woman
just
with hella
skinny.
work,
She looked like she
you
used to
like a
come
regular
to
girl.
Memphis, and she stayed with it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cage fighting,
I
if you
hate
will.
the ugly. Yeah, I hate the ugly comment. It's just like, okay, you can talk
And
about,
comparing
oh,
women
you
to
slept
men, saying she like a man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
when JT, you just said you pretty like a transgender.
So what is the truth?
sometimes people be proving that marbles be rolling around.
She ain't had nothing else to
You
say.
wish
What
And I
that
was
else
like,
you
shit
gonna
okay.
say?
come out.
But
Yeah.
like her sounding like a box Chevy, that was funny.
That was funny.
That was funny. She had one right there. It's like ding ding ding. That round goes to JT. You won that one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like
It's
when
crazy.
it's crazy. Like, but when all you can say at a certain point is that somebody is ugly or that they slept on an air mattress, like, okay.
Correct.
She was
And
15 years
she
old.
told
That's
us
not
that.
her responsibility. She told us that you didn't like give us no information, which anyway, that just proves that you just watched that interview because that interview just dropped. So you watched the whole thing.
You're studying. You're studying, sis.
Yeah.
Yes.
It says the
You
person
watched
who
that.
slept on a 2-inch mattress on top of some metal rods for years. Like, be so serious, baby. Your mattress was signed by the Department of Justice. So you can't talk about nobody sleeping on air mattresses.
And clearly that was by choice. You was a grown woman going to jail.
Exactly. I don't mean to read nobody, but don't be talking about, you talking about
a teenage girl at the
But you would talk about people being poor, but now all of a sudden you appealing to your crowd because those are your people, those people who support you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who's sleeping on air mattress after your concert.
Yeah, it's like JT, you was broke too.
That's why you
Hence why you was scamming. And all of them mug shots came from you stealing, not running your ones.
That took it. After that, it was like, baby, there's no more to be said. There's
but
no
my thing
more
is,
to
like,
be said. That shit.
Let's be for real. If you steal that much and you go to jail that much, you should stop stealing because why are you keep getting caught?
You're not that good at it.
Like,
not
what
that
the hell?
That's what happens when you roll with the Zoes.
It's like, girl, you're not that good at stealing people's identities. Like,
yeah.
I feel like she got set up. Didn't she say she got set up by the boys that was scamming?
I don't know about that one. Maybe, but even still, I feel like it's also it's also funny to see because not to age anybody, but Glorilla is only 24. JT's our age. She's 30. And it's just like, you really going toe to toe with a 24-year-old and she's eating you up, sis. Like, how? Why? You don't got no better jokes. You don't got no tea on Glow. You don't have no nothing.
No.
Like, girl. And I feel like this is the crazy. It was just crazy. Like, girl, you could sit here and go back and forth with fans all day long, eating them up. But somebody who is meeting you where you like to be at, because Glow don't be arguing nobody on social media. She could have been came out and said, you know, whatever her and JT situation was or whatever. She ain't say nothing. She put in a song and say, I don't got no beef with that bitch, but we ain't the best of friends.
It's because Glorilla got a club banger and it's not going nowhere anytime soon. People are making blog posts. They are making whole dissertations about how Glow is full of affirmation. Baby, Glorilla not going nowhere right now.
It is good.
And this is not the first or second hit that she has. She's going to keep coming, whether it's with somebody she's featured with or by herself. It's something to be said when you can make a hit by yourself on your own record, no features. And she has done that plenty of times.
No features.
But yes, and outside of like the two of them, now, sweetie, why the fuck would you try to insert yourself in a situation? And
Diamante.
one thing about sweetie, one thing about Diamante is she gonna play stupid. And it's like, girl, you too old. You are.
Why my notifications
30? Why my notifications blowing up? Girl, why? If that's the case, let's just say that magically you ain't know no shit was going on. Why would you like a picture of somebody's mugshot and the caption says pending for number 9 with a circle around it? So you just didn't look at it. Like, what's happening here? And she does this a lot. She inserts herself in shit and then love to play stupid. It's like, no, babe,
and then disappear.
You did that very much on purpose because you still mad about F&F remix that you weren't on it. And then when Arnell Wiggins went around the whole thing. It was basically like, you paid Armand. I don't know why I wanted to say Arnell. Like, I was thinking of Alyssa Ashley's sister because I was watching her videos the other day. But, you know, like Armand breaking it all down. Like, baby, you paid to be on that remix. You paid out of your own pocket for all of this. And they still.
Did she get a refund?
No, it didn't. It didn't get cleared. And they went in a different direction. And that started the whole issue.
But the problem with that, though, at that time, Sweetie was she was on her game. She was at the top. And I feel like a lot of times when bitches get in position, they see somebody who's, you know, who's on the come up. And I don't want to say beneath them, but beneath them, for lack of better words. You thought that you could just take her song and make it a hit for
Attach
yourself,
yourself to
put
it.
yourself on it, and attach yourself to it, because that's what let's be for real. Like, Sweetie likes to attach herself to stuff that is gonna go. Not saying it's a bad thing, because she's a marketing genius. If she comes out with a marketing class, bitch, I'm gonna be the first one to sign up. However, it backfired because you didn't know, or you wasn't in the understanding that, yeah, she's on the come up, but she has a team, she has management, she has people that she has to answer to. So her being young, she don't know shit about the rap industry. You knew what you was doing, but it just didn't work in your favor. And now you big mad.
And now, sorry, Gloria Hallelujah done surpassed Sweetie, because the shit she be
been
putting
telling
out,
her
it's
what
like,
to do. Smile and
it's
be
like,
pretty.
baby, what is this? What is this? I just
Yeah.
hate it.
Do Smile and be pretty. That's it.
No, I want her to do a marketing and branding class. That's what I want.
Don't rap.
No, that's what I mean.
Don't rap.
In place of rapping, just use your face for a little while. You know, like, and then go to socially crafted and figure it the fuck out. Let them figure it out.
Like, it's just weird. I just hate when people insert themselves in the shit, and it's just like, girl, this was an A and B conversation.
See your way out.
Yeah, Akbar, sit your ass down.
Her too.
Pissing me off. Pissing me off.
Kills
Like,
me.
I'm about to lose my motherfucking medulla messing with that one, because she
like
is too much.
Literally, because where does she come from?
Literally nowhere. Literally nowhere.
Where
like, you and JT not even cool like that.
We don't even listen.
Right. Y'all both just cool with Nikki. That's the only reason why y'all cool, because I'm pretty sure if JT was not cool with Nikki, Akbar, you would not be on that dick. Relax.
Exactly.
They'd be arguing.
Akbar, your career ain't going nowhere. So
what career?
Get that.
Oh, okay.
Glad you got your body.
Before we move on from the rap girls, can we please laugh about the fact that Armand called Carisha Big Puff Face or whatever he called her? He said she be face tuning her face, because y'all remember Carisha used to have like a round face, like mine, like it's oval but it's very round. And now in her pictures and stuff, it really be giving snatch. That's why I'm like, what did she do? Like, I love it. She looks great.
No, when she had her show, I thought she was doing like coke or something. Like, I thought she was doing drugs, hard drugs, because her face is like sunken in on some of them episodes of Carisha Please. So I thought that she started diddy daddle
with the diddler. She was carrying that Tootsie.
That's what they said. Allegedly, child. I don't know.
That pink cocaine. She was carrying it allegedly. Word to Rod. Lil Rod said it.
I'm only on my second glass of wine. I don't think I can do what y'all saying.
What?
But the rap girls fighting, we're not even gonna talk about J. Cole, because he puts me to fucking sleep. So I digress. We're gonna just gloss over that. No need for us to talk about it, because we don't have no opinion. Done with that. The next biggest thing that happened in the last couple days. So if you do not be on TikTok, I don't know what you be doing, but Mr. Raymonte himself had him a birthday in Mexico. He invited several other influencers who are also his friends to his birthday trip in Mexico. There was E. Kane, his like best friend. I think that other guy was his boyfriend,
Davey. I think they are seeing each other.
It's giving that.
Okay. Then you have Malik, who I love Malik, and
love
DeAndre.
Malik. Love DeAndre.
So they're all in this group, and they're on a trip. And while they're on the trip, there is so much going on this trip, and everybody is watching this vicariously through each individual person on social media, just like we there. So if E. Kane is on live, we get E. Kane's perspective. If Malik is on live, we watching Malik's perspective. Like, we are just seeing this whole thing that's going on, and the shit look lit to me.
Yes, I'm glad they shut down early, because I was like, I'm tuned in.
They had time.
Yes,
they had a time in
and there was
Mexico,
no beef.
honey. There was no beef. It was just really good. So fast forward, they come back from the trip. Essence writes an article about said trip. Not even necessarily about the trip, but they mentioned Raymonte had a photo, from the trip. And basically we're saying how Black creators should be getting more opportunities from brands sponsoring these trips or going on brand trips themselves. Which, if you are new to how like social media and things work for these brands always have these big lavish trips. Mostly I feel like it's more so in the like beauty space, I don't really
Yes, I would
necessarily
say it's
know about
definitely a
other.
beauty influencer thing.
Yeah, so more like the beauty influencers, you always see like, oh, like tripping with Tarte, they're going to Dubai, or they're going to
Yes,
all of
Mm-hmm.
these different like exotic places. They have definitely toned down over the years, but back in the day, like when beauty was at its A game, oh, they was going to
Mm-hmm.
Hawaii. They were everywhere.
Yeah.
Jet setting all over the world, and they would just bring influencers. Here you are on on this trip. Sometimes it will be in exchange for content, sometimes not. It's like we just trying to get it out there because they have
Yeah.
marketing dollars to spend at that point.
And naturally, a content creator is going to create content because, I mean, how else am I going to get brand deals if I don't create content?
Yeah. So it's like a win-win situation. They get a free vacation and free product and like first class accommodations, and the brand gets basically free promotion for them. So that was the thing. But Essence article pretty much was discussing that and how Black creators aren't getting the same opportunities as white creators. Now, Raymonte came out and responded and was like, thank you, Essence, for the article, but did make mention that, hey, the call is coming from inside of the house. Essence, you have this festival every single year. You haven't invited me to said festival. You haven't paid to, bring me out to this festival, anything like that. So the call is coming from inside the house. You can't condemn one like set of brands but you're not living up to what you're trying to condemn somebody for.
Exactly.
And that's what he initially said.
Yeah.
He did. And then Essence came out with their response, which I felt like was just misguided. But
the person needs to be fired.
We want to have I want to act like our resident PR person, because like good PR and official, like I do this every day. It's totally different. So we got a special guest for y'all who works in PR. She's the best, and she's our good girlfriend, as Michelle would say. So everybody, please welcome Kayla. Ladies and gents, Miss Kayla. She needs to give us a breakdown. Like, Kayla, we need you to give us a breakdown of this whole Raymonte Essence's response to Raymonte, because I'm just like, what?
Yeah. Give us the tea.
Listen, and it's funny because I was scrolling on TikTok before bed, because that's what I do as a bedtime ritual. And when I saw all of the hoopla, I'm like, okay, let me get an understanding of what exactly is happening here. So what I saw first was Raymonte's response to the article. There it is, to the article. But from my understanding, Essence, the article was posted in Girls United, which is Essence's Gen Z vertical or Gen Z outlet. So if you're not familiar, Essence is owned by Essence Ventures, and Girls United is a publication under Essence Ventures. And Essence is kind of like the big sister auntie publication for the more older millennial Gen X women, and Girls United caters to Gen Z. And so the article was posted on Girls United, but Essence, as a great supporter of its little sister or niece, went on and tweeted and shared the piece for their audience to get an understanding of what Girls United is talking about and what young Gen Z Black women are talking about these days. Where Essence messed up, however, was definitely in its response, because I don't think anything was wrong with the article. I believe the article was just raising a lot of valid points that many creators talk about in this space, especially creators of color, and more specifically Black creators, that they're not really getting brand deals. And if they are, they're not being compensated fairly. When Raymonte responded, I think he made valid points as well, with, just saying like, it's kind of hypocritical for you to, write an article about this disparity, but you're not really supporting me either. I believe that what Essence should have done, and I agree with what a lot of people are saying, and just getting an understanding of, okay, let us give you a ticket to Essence Fest. Because I don't know if you guys know this, and let me know. But last year, Essence Fest made a little pivot. Yes. So when Girls Trip came out a couple of years ago, Essence Fest was the festival for the aunties. But last year, I believe Meg Thee Stallion was a headliner. Janelle Monáe was there. I'm not sure if this was the year that Nicki Minaj was there as well, but they've done some things with Nicki Minaj too, right? And so it was clear that they were trying to cater to all generations of Black women or Black families. Even like partnering with the Flyana bosses and having them do that. I don't know what that song was, but when they was running up and down,
Yes.
they were really trying to cater to a younger audience. What was it?
Something Christ.
I'm about to sin again. That one. And so I believe that it was clear that they were making a shift to cater to a wider spectrum of audiences at Essence Fest, with it being this kind of epicenter for the celebration of Blackness and Black joy. And if that's the case, what better way to build on top of what you started last year than to extend an opportunity to Raymonte for him to do what you did with Flyana Bosses? Come and capture Essence Fest. Give the women on the scene compliments, because that's my favorite Raymonte content, is when he's there like, you look good, you look sickening, hey queen, you know. But instead, I believe what their response showed was a sense of, it was like underlined with a sense of elitism, in a sense, like we're doing you a favor by posting and sharing, talking about what you're going through or the challenges that you're facing. But if you don't want us to help build your awareness, that's fine.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it. They really should have. I think what they messed up on is like just not using this opportunity and this awareness or attention from Raymonte to build upon the strategy that they started last year, which is inviting younger audiences to come and experience Essence Fest, because it's not just for the aunties. In their words, it's the celebration of Blackness in its entirety, the fullness of Blackness. I think the Chief Content Officer had wrote an op-ed literally 3 days or 4 days after Essence Fest last year, and saying that Essence Fest, the evolution of the brand, is really looking at those intra-communities so that there's something for everyone. Or maybe it's not something for everyone, but someone can find something for themselves there. There's nothing really, there's no space that you won't feel welcomed and included. And I think they went against that evolution, in a sense, by having that nasty response on social media.
Because that response was nasty. I was like, oh, nice. I looked at it like, okay, if y'all are watching this, if this trip is now on Essence's radar, he has what, 1 million, 2 million followers who are all, and Raymonte's 24. So it's just like the age group that you really want to be attracting, that's his demo. That's his age group. Even the people that were on the trip, that was a perfect opportunity. Like, okay, bring everybody that was on the trip. Because Essence has sponsors. It's just like a perfect way. If you're saying that, okay, Black creators aren't getting brand deals, they're not getting X, Y, and Z. If you have all of these different brands, like Essence has Dove, Sol de Janeiro, Mayel is there. There's so many different brands. What a perfect way to be like, okay, even if you're not, whatever happens, I'm facilitating you being in front of these people. So that way, what you do with the opportunity once you get here is what you do. But I can facilitate, say, hey, I'm going to take you here. You can create content for us. We'll pay you. We'll fly you out. We'll take care of your accommodations. Boom. Here you go.
You can't have a hair out on the trip. I would have slid her somebody else. Like, here, can you?
Listen, that would have been the perfect opportunity for everybody. Okay, EK, you go and you can mix and mingle with the, hair companies, because there are several that are there. They need people to cover it. Have her cover it. What better person? Band for an hour. If I don't know nothing about no lace, I know band for an hour. Like, this, some of it is just like, this is a gold mine that y'all are just like poo-pooing away.
No,
if I can say,
but
I think the real issue is that, like, when you create short form content, people think it's so easy, so they don't respect what you do. Think about it. Like, the old school YouTubers, they got so much respect because they see, oh, somebody sat down and made and edited, a 10, 15-minute video about doing their natural hair. Whereas, like, yes, it is harder to record that much content and edit it, but I think the magic is really if you can create short form content that hooks people in. Think about it. For 1 minute, our attention spans aren't that long anymore. But if you have me hooked on this one video and then I'm scrolling down your page and watching several different 1 minute videos or however long, I feel like it's a lot more power in that because it also comes off very authentic. It's just face-to-face camera. So it's like me FaceTiming y'all, like, oh, what y'all think about this outfit? I'm in Target. We see Raymonte and all the girls in Target all the time. So I'll be looking in their car. What you buying? I want to know. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like I'm living life with you. And y'all know how I am. When I'm on social media and I find the girls that I like, you my cousin. So I'm in your comments. I'm leaving comments. I'm talking to you. I'm in your broadcast channel. Like,
I just
we
feel
go
it
through
was
life
a
together.
poorly missed opportunity. And it kind of just negates the entire article. It's like, okay, so did you just use me for clickbait to get people to read your article in the first place? If you really had no intention of putting your money where your mouth is. When really that's overarching what you're saying.
Yeah. And I think there's something to be said about editorial just from understanding like public relations. There's something to be said about the importance of editorial and social connecting with one another and getting on the same page with how we're going to be promoting this thing. Because I believe that the article was written with good intentions. I'm quite sure it was probably written by either a young millennial professional or maybe it was a contribution from a Gen Zer themselves. But the article was written with the right intentions for the right audience. It's just a matter of, did we align on how we're going to be promoting this on social? And I think what people still have not grasped, because they constantly put their foot in their mouths, is that you have to be very careful with the tone and delivery of your messaging through writing and through vocal or audio, linguistic, whatever the word is. You have to be very careful of your tone and delivery. And I think that there was clearly some misalignment because the intention of the article, I think, was right. And I'm sure they were expecting Raymonte to just be like, oh my gosh, thank you, Essence, when really what the piece was giving me was like, it's someone else's opinion. Because Raymonte doesn't seem like he had that experience. He wasn't the one saying like, oh, I wish I had brand deals for my birthday trip. He was just out there having a good time. It was this editor or writer connecting a cultural moment to a cultural issue and doing what she should do as a critical thinking journalist, to try to connect the dots to a bigger issue. However, social messed up the intent of that article, I believe, and just being very nasty with the response to Raymonte and him saying, well, you guys haven't even really reached out and supported me. I appreciate the article when that journalist is just doing her job. But okay, where's your marketing team? Where's your partnership team to reach out to me and, you know, support me as a Black creator? So
do you think the headline and how they worded the headline with the clickbaitiness kind of, you know, fed into that? Or do you think in general he just took it that way because it's kind of like, yeah, you haven't reached out to work with me, so it's kind of, what are you really saying? I feel like it might be the headline too.
I think the headline is clickbaity because it's like Raymonte's birthday trip. That's the moment. So what about Raymonte's birthday trip? Raymonte's birthday trip. Here's why influencer diversity. It sounds like, okay, this might be something that I need to get into because it sounds like it's bad.
Salacious. Yeah. And I think the issue with that too is like when you have someone with the type of personality, I was gonna say character, but Raymonte, yes, that's how he acts. But even with E. Kane, she did a live one day. Y'all know I'll be on a TikTok live, and she was talking about how like she can go. People were so surprised that she could go on this trip with these other creators and things like that and conduct herself well. And it's like, y'all do realize they show us what they want us to know. We feed into these characters, and yes, this is who they are in certain situations, but they hype it up a little bit for us, the viewers, because that's what we want to see. So I think sometimes when those creators present themselves in a certain way, the urban way, someone like a Essence that's like elitist or whatever, they would more so want to align themselves with like a Malik or DeAndre than a Raymonte when they're all three the same person. They are literally the same personality, just a different font. It's like
Mhm.
I hate Black elitism. I really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, because it kind of goes into like Black people are not a monolith. We are not all exactly the same. There are different subsets. People come from different backgrounds. Some people can relate to a Malik. Some people can relate better to DeAndre. Like people in a corporate space can relate better to DeAndre because that's what his content is about. Some people can
Right.
relate to Raymonte better. So it's just like you kind of need to have a mix instead of saying, okay, this is the kind of representation of Black people that we want to have. We are only going to focus on A and just negate B. It's like you're doing yourself a disservice as a brand because it's just like, okay, clearly you telling me that this shit ain't for me, that my lifestyle, who I am, and you know how I was raised, all those things are cheapening your brand, so you don't want me to be involved. I don't want to be involved with you. It goes both ways, and I would think that Essence would kind of understand that. Or I'm just like, whoever was in charge of the social, whoever typed that up, clearly nobody else read it. It was a type and send. It wasn't like, hey, is this approved to say? Like, departments got to talk to each other.
Yeah.
If you run social, great. Social and marketing need to talk to each other. Because there's no way that that statement should have come out and kind of just was like, okay, well, you don't like our article, fuck you, Raymonte, bye.
And
We
somebody
tried to help you.
from their
We
personal,
tried, but you ain't
somebody
want
from
it,
their
so
personal account said something like that, and I wish I had the screenshot because I don't remember what her position was at Essence. But she was like, "Yeah, well, this is us trying to extend the olive branch, and if you want to, if you want to ruin this relationship, you know, you do what you do.
but
But
there
if
is no
anybody's
relationship
interested,
to ruin.
then she said, if anybody is actually interested, you can contact us." And it's like,
I don't like that.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
very
what did you
see.
offer him? You didn't offer him
I need
anything.
people to move swiftly. You didn't offer him anything.
Nah.
There's
No,
no
the opportunity was
relationship.
offered.
There was no opportunity. There is no relationship because you used my name to push
Quickly.
your article. There was never like, oh, we reached out, we had a conversation prior to this. You didn't even ask me to use me for this article. You just did it and just expected me because your essence for me to fall all over you.
Yeah.
No.
Which
Like
I
you,
will
I
say is
also think it was
interesting.
that. I feel like it was that last paragraph too. 'Cause
that
it was
last
like
paragraph
the
was like,
tweet started off fine, where it's like, you know, that wasn't our intent. Even if you don't want to offer anything, or like you don't want to make a public promise to him because that could backfire too. You could have left that last paragraph out.
yeah, the last paragraph took it, and then like even after that, the further shenanigans that ensued kind of took away from the initial point.
Yeah.
It was like Essence's response was poor. They shouldn't have said that. And then Raymonte's response to Essence, and then bringing in Cardi B, it just like it was one of those things where we lost the
That's
plot.
when it got crazy.
We
like,
lost
Yeah,
the
it was
plot,
like
and there's so many different like pink pieces running around, and I'm just like, are we okay? So people are showing who was using their critical thinking skills and who got marbles rolling around up there, because Raymonte took a racism conversation and turned it into a colorism conversation. Those are two different things.
Yeah.
So now we're having two different conversations, and it's like, no, we are talking about essentially racism at the end of the day. We're not talking about colorism. Like, yes,
one
what
is
you're
not like
saying,
the other.
one is not like the other. What you're saying can be factually true. We all know as Black women, colorism exists. What you're saying is factually true, but the context in which you're putting it in, now it doesn't make sense. And that's when it's like, Raymonte, you lost the plot. You lost the plot. Then you're going after a person that you knowingly have had an issue with. You called her a Mexican, which is now we're having a whole different conversation yet again. It's just like the plot is just like 6 miles away. It's so far gone.
Cardi said, wait.
It's just like,
and you knew she gonna respond. Like,
exactly.
It was one of those things like you knew she was gonna respond, and it was just like to be like, Cardi B's way ghettoer than me. Ghettoer is not a word. People have condemned her from the beginning. And I don't know
Yeah.
if it's just like an age
Yes.
thing where people who really haven't been following Cardi B, like they know Cardi B, the rapper, who she is right now, but they wasn't following her
Yeah.
in 2014 when she was just in the Bronx in her apartment, laying in her bed, you know, before she got on Love and Hip Hop. Like, you can't negate
With the
all the things that
mismatched
a person,
sheets.
yes, like you can't negate all the things a person
Whatever.
has gone through and experienced to get to where
Right.
they at right now. She's been very
Mm-hmm.
open about how many people told her that she was loud, she was ghetto, that she was cheapening their brand, that didn't want to work
Mm-hmm.
with her. When she first came out, she was working with Fashion Nova, and that was it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because a hoe never gets
Mhm.
cold. Iconic.
Yes,
Clock it.
yes, like still saying it to this day. But it's just like, yes, her upbringing, how she talks, people making, like, the girl can speak what, 3 languages, and people still make fun of how she talks till
She
this
talk-
day. And it's just like, have you ever
Mm-hmm.
talked to a Dominican person from New York? They all sound the same. Like,
All
she
of
is
them.
not an anomaly.
Spanglish.
She's not an anomaly for where she's from. She is the regular person.
Regular,
And
degular
it's just
girlfriend.
like, she is the regular schmegular degular girl from the Bronx. Still to this day. Now, yes, she has toned down a lot, which I guess for people who haven't been following her would be like, is this toned down? It's like, yes.
I was
Yeah,
about to
This
say
is
yeah.
for sure.
this
Yeah.
is
And
toned
veneers
down,
on
Cardi.
crab is very Cardi. Very Cardi.
This
Mm-hmm.
is the toned down Cardi. But it's like, I get what she was saying. Like,
Mhm.
some things you have to work hard. So you're going to get a lot of people telling you no. And she was like, even herself,
Mm-hmm.
I had to change certain things about myself to make myself more marketable. And that's
Mhm.
just the real.
Mm-hmm.
Should it
Mhm.
be? No. But it's the reality, especially when you're black versus a white person. You're going to have to change, because at the end of the day, white people could put on a ghetto character and drop
Yeah.
it at the door. You cannot change who you are as a black person. It's just like, this is it. I
Mhm.
can't wake up and be like, actually, this ain't working for me. So let me go. Yeah, okay. Oh my God, I can't turn that off. This is
Mhm.
it. You can't do it.
I will
I just
say
I
though,
feel bad. And him calling
even
her
the white
Mexican.
creator, yeah, that pissed me off. Like,
Oh,
we was
Landon,
riding at
the
dawn.
Mexican thing was just
Yeah.
like, you know, that girl is not Mexican, and you said that was a jab, and it was like, see, now I can't even give you no advice, because now I gotta spank that ass.
Yeah.
Why are you playing with me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Lost
I
the
think
plot.
that's the thing. It's like, I don't think she was upset that he brought her up. It was the nastiness
Mhm.
behind bringing her up. If he would have never said that
Undertone.
Mexican, yes, like, sir, you
Could've
could have
just
just
used
Yeah.
said Cardi B, because technically she wasn't always a rapper. She was an
Yeah, she
influencer
was an
slash
influencer first.
Instagram comedian type situation. So
Right.
Cardi was
Mhm.
a good example of that. But when you bring in the Mexican part, that's when you lost me. And then with Landon Romero, he had Raymonte's back, but he also shed light on the fact of he doesn't get brand deals either, other than Fashion Nova, which is pretty much true. I've never seen him get brand deals that were like in the scope of what the white kids normally get. And I do
Yeah.
think that there is something to say about the urban black community and how these brands want to use us, but not in the way that they do with other people.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Landon is one of those people. You can take it off. This is a
Mhm.
character,
Mhm.
just like Whoa Vicky was a character. You can turn it off.
Mhm.
And now you trying to run around Jesus save the world. Like, that switch flipped real quick. So it's like, you can't
Mhm.
like, oh, I don't get these opportunities. You were purposely standing in your own way, because I guarantee you, if you ran around and put some Sperry's on, baby, that will be eating it up.
Mhm.
Brand deals everywhere, because it's just like, that's just the nature. The character that you have chosen to portray
Right. Yeah.
is
Mhm.
not. If you were just Landon yourself, who you probably already are, always are when the camera turns off, what are we talking about here?
Mhm.
You can't force yourself into a
Mhm.
struggle. That just don't register to me.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think it honestly just goes back to what that article was saying about the bigger issue is that brands don't see the value in the audiences that connect with those personas, whether it's
Mhm.
inauthentic to who you truly are, if that's authentic to who you identify as and how you show up in the world on a day-to-day basis. I feel like the article made a good point in saying that the black dollar is massive, it's valuable, and the brands don't see value in it, or in the audiences that connect with this type of content, so they won't invest in it. And again, it goes back to the point that plot is lost because nobody's really even having the conversation that was meant to be had, because the responses to the discourse were just not good. The discourse just went left. There we go.
It was just insane because it was just like, like Raymonte saying always in Target, and Target be in his comment. So it's just like, Target,
throw him.
Where's the deal?
Where's something? Where's anything? It's just like, you can't be like, oh, I like it, but not enough to work with you. When clearly all the content that I see about Target, well, mainly I'm on Black TikTok, but the content that I see on Target is all Black people.
Yes.
Like the little athletic wear section, the girl, I don't know which Target she be shopping at, and where her body came from, because she ain't buy that body at Target. That I'd be like, oh girl, I want that outfit. Where can I find that skirt? I want that.
They have a whole section year round dedicated to Gen Z millennial creators. Why wouldn't you take an influencer and place them in a situation where they can do more with your brand?
Exactly.
Because what is it? GPS? Like that would have been perfect.
Yeah, it's a lot of missed opportunities.
But missed opportunities for sure.
Missed opportunities. And it's just like, hopefully from this, like, we can get back to the original point of the article, is that Black creators are just as deserving as their white counterparts. The Black dollar does matter. Somebody who has 2 million followers, you cannot tell me that that's not influence. Like that, the numbers,
and the engagement is off the charts, not just all the followers, but the engagement.
It makes no sense that we're at work Monday through Friday. Raymonte and them on vacation. Why am I tuned in? I don't even get into that. Like, I don't even focus on
Maybe
I was like,
Raymonte. The phone propped up.
His name.
Had my laptop. I'm like,
I need to go from live to live.
Just look, swipe.
I need the outfit of the day. I need everything. And it's just like,
even going back to the headline, I'm like, maybe that's why they used his birthday trip, because it's like, why aren't brands getting in on this? You know, why aren't we seeing sponsored content through this? I just really think it was just, again, the plot was lost and an opportunity was definitely missed. I don't think on Raymonte's side, because he wasn't going to Essence looking for an opportunity. I'm sure he wasn't pitching them for press.
Right.
They decided to, use a moment he created to create a bigger opportunity or a bigger space for discourse around Black creators, and then didn't use that use the space that they created themselves to really put their money where their mouth is, in a sense, to say, okay, well, if no other brand is going to do it, we're going to do a media partnership with you of some sort, or connect you with somebody else. They just didn't think it through, in my opinion, and instead decided to take offense instead of truly taking accountability, because at that point, the second paragraph doesn't even matter anymore because of what you said in the third. That third was like, okay, that's all we needed to see. We're done. I'm like, ooh, this is nasty.
It wasn't even nasty. It was just nasty.
Straight nasty.
Oh my God. No. Tell us how you really feel.
No, for real. Like, we doing you a favor. That's what it sounded like to me. Like,
he
didn't ask for your favor. He didn't ask for your favor.
Thank you.
And didn't need it either.
Crazy. So this was great. We appreciate you for coming, Kayla, because
thank y'all for having me. I love
Kayla, you are our first guest.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. We have to bring you back for more PR stuff, because we just get to going.
Please
and then sometimes I think like, what would Kayla say?
Literally.
WWKS, okay? Thanks for having me. This was fun. It's exciting to take our text messages out of the chat and into some true dialogue. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Well, that was fun.
Yes. Our first guest.
Yes. First guest. I loved it. I love Kayla, so that was great. Last topic of the day. Now, again, I think this started out as I don't know if it started out as a Twitter thing because I don't be on that bird app, but on TikTok I saw Mecca. She basically, I think she had like a response to somebody.
Yes.
She had a response. And she was just like,
Y'all wasn't eating
don't
ribs.
y'all don't eat ribs at the cookout, like. And I was just like, it just sparked conversation. I keep seeing a lot of videos about it that you have people that are just like, no, hamburgers or hot dogs is just for the kids at cookouts. And then other people are just like, no, like there's food. Eat all of the food. We don't get down like that. There's not special drinks just for the kids, baby. If you want a Pepsi, go get a Pepsi. If you want this, go get that. Like you don't have to. This whole separation of food is crazy. And I was just like,
what I will say though, what I'll say though is that growing up, like, I was always the grown cousin, so my mom, we would get bushels of crabs and I was able to partake, but some of the other kids weren't, just because you gonna waste it. You don't really want this. You just want to be at the adult table. You get what I'm saying? There's a difference. I was there to crack the crabs and get the tea. Y'all just here to get the tea. There's a difference. So please, if you want to sit with the big dogs, but I also think that like, you gotta be able to food, like, but also just a little no shade to my family, but Janice and Abe at these family functions, 9 times out of 10, they was the one funding the whole thing, all the food, the activities, and all the things. So it's like 2 people budgeting for like all these people, and y'all know everybody in my family got at least 3 to 6 kids, if not more. So yes, sorry, Lil Ray Ray, you can't get a steak because it's too many. You got too many siblings. You got to ration the food. I'm sorry. And then on top of that, you're not about to be running around with a steak in his hand, with a hot dog in his hand. Then you dropping. It's just, kids be wasteful. But I feel like in a normal setting where it's like, yeah, like in a normal setting where it's like, okay, maybe us and our kids, or like, for example, how I did Celine's birthday, like, yeah, sure, my nieces and nephews, they can eat whatever they want. But in the settings like how my parents used to throw shit back in the day, yeah, make your kids plate, please.
This goes to my gripe about people hosting. Like I said, my family's smaller, so I think for Memorial Day we have like 30 people that come. I'm not paper plate watching. Eat what you're gonna eat, because we always got leftovers. My gripe about hosting is that people be trying to watch you pack your plate. I don't give a fuck what you pack. My only thing when I'm hosting, and y'all can pin me to the cross, because my family, when we have the big functions, I hate being around them because they will bring themselves, other people's kids, and they bring.
Yes, that's how my family is.
But they get an aluminum pan and they start packing their to-go plate before they make their plate for the function.
Oh no!
I don't like that.
Absolutely.
That's when I start people watching. Yeah,
no.
That's when
but you know why they do that? Because they look at us and say, "Oh, they got it." It don't matter if I do or I don't. You didn't contribute. So stop bringing all these kids, taking all the ribs. Like, dang.
Yeah, tomorrow morning I want to wake up at 7 a.m. and have me a spare rib and a hot dog. But I can't because you brought Ray Ray from down the street and all his kids and his second baby mother to come eat. Don't bring nobody to my function eating up all my food. No.
Yeah, like packing your plate before you even before you eat anything. Like you pack your plate when there's stuff that's left, because for most Black cookouts, like people come in waves. Like you have people that be early, they get there, they got somewhere else to be, so they're gonna come stop by, grab a plate. Oh, hey, how you doing? Have a drink and go. Then you have people that come in the middle shift. Then you had the niggas that come at night. Now you come and this has been going on for 6 hours, baby. You gonna get what's left.
What's left?
I don't care. Whatever is left after that. And whoever is still hanging around, people will pack up the food. In my house, we're notorious like, I don't want all this leftover food because I got one day that I'm gonna eat it. And after that, so
into the party packing up.
Yeah, so like, just go ahead, take food, but to come in the door and trying to put stuff, absolutely not.
They do. And on Thanksgiving, my cousin had we get the containers. My cousin had all the containers until after people come. Ain't a plate getting packed until at least 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't have no full. I don't got no plastic wrap. I don't got shit for you. Don't do that. Like that is tacky. But having like separate food for the kids, I just don't like that. If it comes down to like crabs are expensive. So I get that. Like if you can't pick your own crab,
back up.
and pick it well,
Yeah.
please exit. Stay like, don't even come up over here because
Yeah.
I'm not about to be sitting here cracking. Here's one for you, because then I didn't get none.
I can't crack
Right.
for both of us.
I can't crack for both of us, so you will have to figure it out, or this
Mhm.
ain't for you. Now we'll get
Yeah.
some steamed shrimp for the kids. Y'all have that.
Dip it in your
We're
lip.
not gonna be like you there. We're not gonna be like you can't have seafood at all. You can't have nothing. All you gotta have is burgers and hot dogs. No,
I'm
have
good for a
have a
Yeah.
variety. Put a variety of things. I just feel like that's so tacky. And the fact that
Yeah.
this has been a discourse on the internet, I'm like, and people are really
Like,
standing
kids
10
just get hot
toes.
dogs.
Yes, and store brand sodas. Like,
Yeah.
people are standing 10 toes on this. Even though I did like a Shasta when I was a kid.
Same.
I mean,
From
so
the-
like,
And the CNCs,
that's
the
different.
CNC, the pineapple
Let me-
CNC.
See, I threw something at you. Yes, that's the same. That's the one. And even planning even thinking about planning my daughter's birthday party, I'm like, oh, I'll just get a cater. And I'm telling my mother, like, I want to get chicken. I want the barbecue person to do hot dogs, burgers, chicken. I don't want to touch a grill. And I was like, well, maybe I'll do ribs too. And I'm like, well, who the fuck coming? Because I need to assess that. And she's like, well, why are you getting food for this amount of people flat when it's going to be kids? Baby, they going to eat too. My cousins is big back, even the kids. They going to want to eat too. And people shouldn't leave your house hungry. Like, Teray leave my house hungry because we don't have snacks, right? But I'm going to make sure she eat. She not going to have a snack.
When I come to your house, we going to get some food on the way to the airport.
One thing about it, we going to eat.
Listen, Michelle and I have bust down Royal Farms chicken in the parking lot of Royal Farms before heading to our next destination. So listen, baby, we gonna eat. We gonna get something to eat.
Yes.
And it was good. Yes. I digress. I just had to get that out. I feel like this is another great Hot Topics episode. We covered a whole lot.
Yes. And now y'all know y'all need the
Heck
budget
yeah.
for y'all guests.
We have
Put in
some
the
stuff,
budget.
so. But yeah, that's all we got. That's all we got for episode 15. That's
What
it.
they say in Atlanta, I'ma fuck with you.
They say that. Okay.
Sierra.
All right.
They do.
At the end of the day,
We
the day gonna end.
Word to glory, hallelujah.
Bye, guys.